coming up.
It's very rough here, but the Beefmasters have adapted well.
It's close to 30 miles. It's a lot of riding. We definitely want to get them out of here before hurricane season.
Making money with hardy Beefmasters and flying with heroes, next on The American Rancher. Hello and welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. The Veterans Airlift Command provides free private air travel for combat veterans that were severely injured in battle. Today we'll fly with one veteran and a business jet pilot who is dedicated to the cause. That's later in the show, but first we visit two historic Texas ranches that rely on Beefmaster cattle to make a living. Our first stop is the Huebner Brothers Cattle Company. Keith Meyer runs and operates this ranch, which is home to the oldest cattle drive in Texas. For over 100 years, they've been driving cattle by horseback and swimming their cattle across the Colorado River. The journey begins on winter pastures on the island that runs from Matagorda to Port O'Connor. From there, cowboys drive cattle to their summer pastures in Bay City.
The peninsula is just a long strip of land between the Gulf and the Bay. It runs from the mouth of the Colorado to the Port O'Connor ship channel, and it's close to 30 miles, so it's a long strip of land and it's a lot of riding. We definitely want to get them out of here before hurricane season. I mean, we don't have to, this isn't a trip you can just throw together in a few days. I mean, it takes a lot of planning.
This is a ranch rich with history and tradition, and Beefmaster Cattle is their breed of choice.
We roughly run 700 head, 700 mama cows. They're bred to Beefmaster bulls. The main thing we appreciate about the Beefmaster breed is their hardiness, their fertility, their ability to, their growth ability, and it works into our program very well. I mean, just primarily where we're located and the kind of country that we're putting them on.
Demand for Beefmaster cattle has increased over the years because of ranches like the Huebner brothers sharing their success with Beefmaster genetics. Beefmasters have the optimum traits needed to excel in efficiency and thrive in harsh environments.
This peninsula, this saltgrass country, it is some pretty harsh country, pretty tough country. When we get into spring and the days get warmer, it's some pretty harsh days with flies and so forth. And these Beefmaster influenced cattle really hold up in those conditions.
These cattle produce extremely fertile, functional, and docile females that the beef industry needs to rebuild America's cow herds. Beefmasters also produce profitable and efficient feeder calves that deliver results in today's volatile marketplace.
Most of the weaning weights on these Beefmaster influenced calves are going to be between 650 and 700 in the fall, and we'll wean a lot of these calves and hold on to them to ship them as yearlings in the spring, and we try to get them up to 750, 800 pounds.
The extreme versatility and adaptability of Beefmasters are proven by solid results. Beefmaster bulls are improving herds nationwide, but the highest demand is in the high desert of the northwest United States and all along the Gulf Coast region, which stretches from Mexico to Florida and the Atlantic coastline. Ranchers in these wildly diverse environments use Beefmaster to anchor the maternal needs for their commercial operations. Up next, Beefmaster crossbreeding pays off in the high desert of Texas. That's after the break. You're watching The American Rancher.
Collier Farms program is time-tested. One of the most important things about how we develop our bulls is that they're tested in a big group so that we can identify those individuals that excel above the crowd. We know what goes out and works for the customer. Those customers come back every year to keep buying bulls because they work.
Join Collier Farms at their 2018 Performance Bull Sale on November 17th in Brennan, Texas.
LOBBA is one of the oldest satellite associations within the Beefmaster industry, and its membership consists of Beefmaster breeders from throughout Texas and at least 12 other states. Check out these outstanding sales coming up from the Live Oak Beefmasters Breeders Association. The satellite hosts numerous events annually, including seminars, field days, 3 sales per year, and they're a major sponsor in the National E6 Commercial Beefmaster Sale held every spring. For more information, visit them online at lobba.net.
Located in southwest Kansas, just outside the town of Hugoton, Next Gen Cattle Feeding at Riverbend is a 25,000 head custom beef finishing facility. Conveniently located near packing plants, Next Gen has an ideal climate for cattle feeding and is currently in power growth mode. Next Gen specializes in individual sorting and data collection, and a new state-of-the-art feed mill should drive improvements in feed conversions, saving our customers real money.
STBBA is the oldest satellite association within the Beefmaster industry. The goal of the satellite is to assist members in the promotion and marketing of their cattle through the sponsorship of several prestigious sales throughout the year. Don't miss these upcoming sales from the South Texas Beefmasters Breeders Association. STBBA also provides an opportunity for both social and business contacts, meeting new breeders, and exchanging ideas in order to further involvement in the Beefmaster breed. For more information, visit them online at stbba.org.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. Flying Bee Ranch's Rancho del Cielo in the high desert Davis Mountains of Texas produces excellent results through their Beefmaster crossbreeding program. In the high desert, ranchers are able to utilize more country simply because hardier Beefmaster cross cows will travel farther to water sources than high-percentage British cows. Their willingness to cover more country, utilizing native pasture, and thriving in higher elevations creates efficiency and provides great value to ranchers. Stunning, gorgeous, remote, heaven on earth. These words describe Rancho del Cielo. This ranch is a 40,000-acre working ranch located on the northern edge of the Davis Mountains in far west Texas. It has 2 main operations: raising commercial cattle and managing a hunting program focused on raising desert mule deer of outstanding quality.
Our commercial hunting operation consists of, we sell management mule deer hunts, trophy aoudad hunts, which are Barbary sheep from Africa. They're an exotic animal. And we also sell quail and javelina hunts. Our cattle operation consists of, we used to be a straight Angus operation, and in 2013 we started crossing, using Beefmaster bulls crossing on Angus cows.
This produces a crossbred market steer with a larger body mass, high tolerance to heat, as well as a capacity to travel well and stay sound on rough and rugged terrain.
It's very rough here. It's an arid, high desert, but the Beefmasters have really adapted well here.
In addition to market steers, they offer replacement heifers that are eligible to be enrolled in the certified E6 Commercial Heifers program with Beefmaster Breeders United.
The first calf heifers we had last year, they calved last year, and they did really well. Never got thin, honestly. You know, we don't normally get our rain till July, August here. They made it through the calving in the winter, through the spring, which was very dry here with minimal supplementation. And I'm really very pleased with them. And we weaned some big calves for first calf heifers. They averaged about 6. We kept pretty much all of our E6 cross heifers to make cows up for replacement. And then the steers, we sold them off the cow, and they went to the panhandle. And the guy that bought them he wants more of them. I mean, he said they were some of the best set of steers he's had, and this guy trades lots of cattle.
The success of Rancho del Cielo's crossbreeding program led to an invitation for the ranch to participate in a 2015 sire evaluation project funded by the Beefmaster Educational Endowment Foundation. The Rancho del Cielo calves produced from this sire evaluation program hit the ground and exploded with growth, just as the other Beefmaster progeny had in the past years.
Those calves did nothing but grow and put it on, even through the dry spring, late winter, dry, late spring. Those calves never missed a beat. They really put on the gain, and they use all the, they'll go up on the sides of the mountains. They get around and use the country. And I've really seen the E6 heifers we've kept. It seems like they use the country even better than the Angus.
According to King, 75% of the calf crop were black-hided, and the remaining calves being solid dark red. As part of the sire evaluation program, the ranch collected all of the progeny data and collected birth weights. King was so pleased with the calves produced through the program that he and his crew AI'd the same set of commercial Angus cows with Beefmaster bulls. It is easy to see that Beefmaster crossbreeding works for the commercial cattlemen across the United States. Simply put, Beefmaster crossbred calves on average are better performers than their straight-bred parents. Crossbred calves are more vigorous at birth, and faster-growing calves will perform better for almost every trait, ultimately making you more money.
We try to keep all our cows docile, and that starts at an early age with the heifers. We cake break them, we horse break them. They know what a horse is, they know what a dog is. They're, a lot of them eat out of your hand, but we try to keep them very gentle, and Beefmasters, in general, from my experience, are very gentle, very docile, so that's a big plus.
Crossbreeding is the simplest way to implement efficiency for cattlemen and yield the greatest return. The benefits of direct and maternal heterosis have been documented time and time again. Implementing an organized, controlled crossbreeding program will make your entire operation more efficient, ultimately making you more money.
What we've seen in the last 2 years, we've had 2 sets of the cross calves. We've seen a 40 to 60 pound difference, which with the Beefmasters being heavier. The Beefmasters cross steers were 40 to 60 pounds heavier than the Angus.
For more information and a look inside how the Beefmaster breed offers proven maternal traits, proven efficiency, and proven heterosis, check them out online at beefmasters.org or like them on Facebook. Coming up,
these are the kind of people that often represent us. They're thinking about the greater cause.
Biozyme's Bob Norton is flying at 43,000 feet with one of America's finest. Veterans Airlift Command is next on The American Rancher.
Air Flight 9 Bravo Zulu, cleared at direct destination airport.
Cleared direct destination, here Flight 9 Bravo Zulu.
At 44 Farms, we believe work starts at sunup and doesn't stop until sundown. We believe in order to live off the land, you have to love and respect it. We believe that cattle aren't just raised, they're nurtured. And we believe when you do things right, with honesty and integrity, well, things like quality and consistency happen naturally. 44 Farm Steaks, responsibly raised all-natural beef.
If you're in the stocker business, you know healthier, faster-growing cattle mean less treatment costs, happier customers, and stronger bids on sale day. Exceptional care and good nutrition are the keys to healthy, profitable cattle, and the Gain Smart Stocker program provides you all the tools you need to minimize stress at receiving, stimulate appetite quickly, and create efficient gains on forage or feed. Plus, feeding Gain Smart makes your cattle eligible for Superior's first-ever value-added nutrition program. Learn more about Gain Smart Stocker program and find a dealer near you at gainsmart.com.
Join Superior Livestock for the Superior Select Replacement Female Auction. These females are hand-selected, and these top-notch genetics can't be found anywhere else. Superior is excited to roll out the red carpet for this one-of-a-kind offering, and it's something you don't want to miss. These unique and outstanding set of females will enhance any operation. So why wait? Call Superior today at 800-422-2117 or visit us online at superiorlivestock.com.
International Genetic Solutions Feeder Profit Calculator. What is it? Simply put, it's a tool to assist in determining feeder calf value of the largest genetic group within the industry, and that's the crossbred feeder calf. The Feeder Profit Calculator incorporates genetic knowledge of mainstream sires, regardless of the breed, preconditioning and vaccination information, weaning management, and responsible health programs to evaluate the value on a set of calves. The finished product is a certificate that highlights the genetic and management predictions on those calves, along with certain carcass and growth traits. Producers have 3 things to sell when it comes to their feeder calves, and that's genetics, health, and the management those cattle are under. The Feeder Profit Calculator wraps all this information together, but the cost, can a rancher even afford it? Well, how about this? It costs nothing. Head to internationalgeneticsolutions.com. You can either know or guess. Choose no. International Genetic Solutions Feeder Profit Calculator.
Welcome back to the American Rancher. Veterans Airlift Command provides free air charter service for America's combat veterans who are severely injured in battle. One pilot, Bob Norton, routinely dedicates his company's business jet to that mission. Biozyme Incorporated is a fast-growing animal nutrition company based in St. Joseph, Missouri. Bob and his wife Lisa, who is the president of Biozyme, operate the company with a heart for making lives better, be it employees, customers, or livestock.
If you can't be sustainable, then you're not going to be successful. And so I think that's a huge part of what we try to do, is make sure that our products help that producer be sustainable, help that animal do the best it possibly can at what it was made to do. Even though its life may be really short, like I always say about a chicken, they're only here for 42 days, but I want it to be the best 42 days it possibly could have been. And if that's the case, then that producer makes more money, which makes him sustainable, which makes our food supply more sustainable, and it's just one big circle that keeps coming back around to keep everything going.
The culture's one about investing in the lives of others. That's really what drives us here.
Yeah, and I think we both, really believe that God is interwoven in all that we do, and whenever things get a little challenging sometimes, which, that happens no matter what, I'll be like, Bob, he has a plan. I'm not for sure what it is, but I know there is one, and then it'll be like 6 months later, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was the plan.
In 1997, Bob worked in Omaha, Nebraska. Because his family had deep roots in St. Joseph and didn't want to move to Omaha, Bob earned his private pilot's license as a way to dramatically reduce his commute time. After Bob acquired Biozyme, logistics and demands on the growing business prompted him to invest in a business jet. That opened the door to what became one of Bob's greatest passions.
We belong to an organization, it's called Veterans Airlift Command. And I saw an ad or a promotion about what they do in one of the aircraft magazines, and so we contacted them. And so that's kind of the organization that puts together kind of the opportunities that we have to serve a lot of these young men and women. Specifically, mostly, men and women that have served in our armed forces in the last 20 years in the Middle East. We get a request from them every day for a flight. Some of them are medical priority flights. We try, if we can, if the plane's not being used in our own business, to volunteer for those. The next level down will just be medical flights, but maybe it's not a priority medical flight. And then there are a lot of people, as we'll see in the flight that we have coming up, where a family just needs to they would like to go from one location to another. And it's difficult for many of these people to be able to travel commercially. Alrighty, let's go inside, see if our passengers are here. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, we're picking up a couple passengers.
Okay. Sounds good.
Hey, here we go. You ready to go for a flight, young man?
Got an extra passenger today, huh? We do. Fun.
Ready to go on an airplane?
Are you?
How you doing?
Taylor Morris.
Yeah, Taylor, Bob Norton. How you doing? I met you before. I think when we dropped him off the last time up here.
That's right.
So I didn't get to meet you though, I don't think. I'm Bob.
Danielle.
Nice to meet
Nice
you,
to meet
Danielle.
you.
Who's this young guy?
Will.
Okay, well, it's nice to meet you, buddy. The young man that we're going on our mission with is one of 5 quads in this country. Quad meaning he lost both legs and both arms in the service. He does have prosthetic devices. We'll fly from here to Waterloo, Iowa, and we'll pick up this young man, his wife, and they have a small child with them, a nephew, and we're going to take them to Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Final items are complete and you're clear for takeoff runway 24.
On runway 24, 5,200 remaining.
Oh, here we go.
I can see a far away.
How far do you think you can see? I was explosive ordnance disposal in the Navy. I was in Afghanistan in 2011, 2012. We were on just a routine combat reconnaissance patrol and stepped on an IED and lost all 4 limbs. I was medevac to Bethesda, Maryland, right outside of DC, and that's where I did my recovery for the next 2 years, and that was in 2012.
So the moment I found out he got hurt, it felt like my world just went black all at once. When I got there, I looked at him, he was awake, he was conscious. We were literally at ground zero as far as recovery, but I just knew in that moment everything was going to be okay.
Within a couple of weeks, I was up and going to physical therapy. I was probably fitted for prosthetics maybe on the 3rd week.
At Walter Reed Hospital, Taylor met Andrew Smith, another soldier recovering from traumatic injury.
We kind of went through a lot of the same things at the same time. So he was just getting up and walking when I was getting up and walking. And so, you know, we bonded over that. We both left Walter Reed at about the same time back in 2014. And Tori and Andrew started a foundation down in Chattanooga. So that's what we're going down to see them and partake in one of their fundraisers. Just kind of feels like everybody's doing their part, you know, including Biozyme and Veterans Airlift Command. This is a huge resource to have. It makes travel a million times easier.
Just the thought of flying commercially is overwhelming and stressful. Just too much with all the different prosthetics, and you know, you'd have a couple different sets of legs and a couple different sets of arms.
Everything is custom made. It's not like you can just go to the store and buy a replacement part. You know, it's like a 2-month process. If you break something, it makes it a million times easier, and it makes trips available that otherwise you probably wouldn't do because it would be too much of a hassle.
Cheers.
These are the kind of people that I think often represent us, you know, in a uniform. These are the kind of people that I think it's easy to look at them and maybe see their handicap and not think about, you know, that they don't think that way, you know, and they're thinking about, you know, the greater cause. Mm-hmm. It certainly, for sure, humbles us to see these young people.
What's up, guys? It's hot here. Sorry, guys. You remember
We've been very blessed in so many ways in just about every facet of our life. And we've received many gifts as a result of those blessings, or part of those blessings. One of the gifts that we have is the gift of that airplane. We're just using something that God provided for us into a mission that we feel is an important way to serve. So I'm hoping whenever there's a need, we'll be able to continue fulfilling that need. It's a pleasure meeting you. Thank you again.
Thanks
Hope
again.
to see you soon. It's good seeing you again. It's good seeing you
Great
again, girl.
seeing you.
All right. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Have fun.
And thank you for the snacks.
Oh, yeah. That was the best part, huh? All righty.
All right, see you guys.
I enjoy flying. I mean, flying is also one of kind of my passions. The day's coming when physically and mentally I won't be where I think I should be to be a pilot. But we'll continue with this mission whether I'm on that airplane or not.
Thank you, Taylor and Andrew, for your service and sacrifice. If you're a wounded service member in need of air transportation, or if you're a pilot ready to volunteer, or if you'd just like to donate, log on to veteransairlift.org for more information. That's all the time we have today. We hope you enjoyed the show. To find out more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or connect with us on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick. For the entire American Rancher team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Oh, looks like it'll catch it.
Looks like it's going to be about straight down there, doesn't it? All right, let's go ahead and get some landing gear.
All right, speed's checked. Gears coming down. Flight seems captured. 3 green, no red.
All right.
Speed brakes are at 0, airspeed slowing to ref, autopilot's off, yaw damp to go, you're cleared to land runway 20.
That was superior.